Last in the league in rushing as a team last year were the Steelers. They're expecting Harris to kickstart their running game.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 39, Roethlisberger. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Here we go, here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Meanwhile, Ben's throw complete there to Johnson. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
12 yards is the pickup there, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Fourth down, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, 83 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish. But you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Set him back 5. Mayfield now on 2nd down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield to throw it. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. That catch good for only a couple. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Rolling to his right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns had 6 to their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball to the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. Now Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
You got to give some credit there. Able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Boswell's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
And for the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Mayfield's throw complete there to Beckham.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down, Cleveland. Mayfield to Beckham.
Handoff comes to Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now...
Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A first down throw for Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. 7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Ben to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. That's to his running back, complete. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. Flush to his right. And Roethlisberger sliding to a stop, but he does have the 1st down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this 1st half of action. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. The Browns drive about to get started.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the 1st half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Mayfield now. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of the toughest things about playing quarterback is staying in the pocket, all that going on around you, and not letting your eyes go down to where the pass rush is. Instead, keeping them downfield. And that time he did and found his tight end for a 1st down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
Good call there on 1st down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Over the middle to Beckham. 5 catches for him in that 1st half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a 1st down. Mayfield now from the 50. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's got this down to the 35. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted.
Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome.
And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. He finds his man Johnson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. It's brought in by Harris. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. The Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go, and they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check it back.
It's a jet sweep. Roethlisberger bats it forward. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And the Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
Right side, Claypool's got it.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Roethlisberger will throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Room here to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 82 yards. And the Browns could be on their way to 7-1 as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Roethlisberger.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a give, running left is Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Check. Fresno. 36. Swing.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Able to slither by. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They go with Chubb on second down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball